Hello Virgo, welcome to your June 2023 tarot reading. We got a lot going on kicking June off. Okay, we have Jupiter conjuncting North Node in Taurus. That is very spacious. That is expanding our finances, abundance. Jupiter is coming in, hitting the North Node, things that are on our life path, what is meant for us, and exploding it. Jupiter is a planet of good luck and a planet of expansion. Stretching our finances, increasing our finances. It is ruler of Jupiter. Taurus is ruler of the second house of things that we value. And in addition to that, the first week of June, we also have full moon in Sagittarius. Now, our karmic paths, our karmic relationships, that's all coming into play. The South Node, our past lives, is in Scorpio. There's a certain revelation here. There are things coming up to the surface. It could be return of karmic partnerships, or should I say past life partnerships. So let's just kind of see what's going on for you guys. Okay, what are the messages, please, for Virgo? You've got some kind of commandments, rules, regulations going on here. And we have witness, to know personal evidence, to speak out. Okay. There is some, in regards of commandments, rules, regulations, or even laws, there seems to be an energy here of somebody speaking out, you speaking out. I get the energy of setting the record straight, okay? Maybe some kind of mess, maybe entanglement with a karmic partner, karmic ex-partner, things getting straightened out, the record being set straight. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Who flipped over? Okay, the Grumpy Red Fairy. This is be your true self. I don't know why they call her the Grumpy Red Fairy, but this is about being true to yourself. Some of you may be in grumpy moods for whatever reason. Situations, people making you grumpy, people rubbing you the wrong way. And then we also have the Fairy of the Green World. The natural world needs you. Okay. Now, kind of what I'm getting here is being true to yourself, being your natural self. I read intuitively, and I'm just picking up this energy. There are people that need you. And as a result, it involves setting the record straight about a situation, about certain rules, certain regulations, certain commandments. This could also be you commanding truth. Okay? Because I feel like somebody being tied down, not being able to express themselves, fulfill their life purpose because of some red tape. Okay, now I understand the word red. Being grumpy over some red tape, possibly. Let's see what else we get. Okay, what else do we have here for Virgo, please? June 2023. What else do we have for Virgo? Oh, you got a lot of cards coming out here. And we will decode this because I like to go through the whole deck just to see. Spirit's really going to be talking to you guys, aren't they? No, we're not taking those. Okay, we got a couple timing cards here as well. Okay, let's start there. 2 timing cards. We've got December and we have February. So this is telling me of a time period in the past that kind of set the stage up to where you are now, Virgo. Sometime between December 2022 and February 2023. Okay, that's just kind of what I'm getting. Now, I'm not saying it can't go back a year, like saying December 2021 to February 2023, but I'm feeling more like this is just December, January, February, like a 3-month period here that's kind of set the stage. Broken ring, target. We have January here. December, January, February. There's a 3-month period here. So, let me hold these up again. There's a period of 3 months where something was unfolding. Okay. And you may have had a target on your back by somebody. Okay. And you were yoked, maybe willfully or unwillfully, but you were yoked to something here. Okay. That, let me see what else we got here. I got to put this together. That involves some family sorrow, okay? That, you know, the fly, this is talking about depression or a period of ill health that maybe caused you to go into some kind of depression here. That with the axe, you felt like everything was working against you. Maybe it has. But there seems to be something that once looked really good, a connection that looked really good, is now with a broken ring, a broken commitment, a broken promise. Okay? Somebody may have broken their vows. Okay? But that has been cut off. That might have been part of your depression as well. But you had a target on your back here. And, you know, and the desk is talking about diving into your work. You may have been doing that to try to alleviate some of this depression. But the good news of all this, it's freeing you up so that you could concentrate on work now. And as you concentrate on that work, you're going to have rewards and recognition, which is also going to lead to material gain. Okay. So, you know, I feel like that there is this silver lining through all of this. That is a lot of energy, a lot of cards. I kind of want to get into your tarot now. But I feel that target on your back is being removed. Okay, show me the Virgo energy for June 2023. I don't know why this card's drawing me back to it. I don't know. We'll come back to that. I'm not sure what the card is trying to tell me. Next is speaking your personal truth. And I do want to write something down before I go further, before I forget it. Sometimes I get a great title and I'll forget it. Okay. Setting the record straight. That's what I think that's what I'm probably going to title your video, unless something else comes up. I write video ideas down once. I'm starting to do that because I forget. I get to the end of the reading and I'm like, what was I going to use for a title? Okay, show me that Virgo energy for June 2023. Okay, let's check under the deck. We have 8 of Wands, 9 of Chalices, or 9 of Chalices, and the Knight of Chalices, and the 3 of Pentacles. So there is some kind of cooperation here, working with others, and that could be involving setting the record straight about something. Some kind of truth coming out. This is something that you're hoping for, something that you're wishing for, and it seems like that I'm hearing redemption. I'm not sure how that resonates with you, but some kind of redemption, like somebody's reputation took a hit, and there's some kind of redemption here. No wonder you had a target on your back. It may have involved family, or the target may have affected your family, causing some family issues. That, you know, there was a broken commitment, a broken contract here. You know, you had a target on your back and somebody broke their commitment or their contract or their loyalty to you. But there is taking action on the heart space, or it's like moving forward towards something that you've been wanting and desiring. And it does involve some sense of recognition, some sense of redemption. Okay, let's take a look here. The Green Man, which is the Fool energy. Crossed by, okay, 3 of Wands. Below is King of Wands. Above is Page of Chalices. Okay. Behind, 3 of Chalices. A lot of emotional energy here. I think it kind of goes along with that full moon in Sagittarius. You know, things that are not serving us are being cut away. Karmic ties, karmic situations being cut off. A karmic cycle ending here. You have to, if you're watching this, I do recommend for you to watch my daily musing that was talking about pruning the tree. Look for that title. This is very much fitting. Okay, 8 of Pentacles in the near future. Message from Spirit is the 2 of Pentacles. Then we have 7 of Chalices, external influences. There's options coming up that are influencing. Maybe a little bit of delusion or illusions. Okay. I'm almost feeling deception here. King of Athames. Or that's the King of Swords. And there's the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Here's what we got here. Right dead center, we have some kind of expectation. Waiting. 2 of Pentacles, biding your time, going back and forth, just trying to balance your energies out as you are looking at the cargo that's coming in. Okay? Is that a cargo that you want? We will find out. The Green Man is talking about some kind of risk or some kind of innocence or going on a new path. And we do have the element of communication here. Okay? Which is talking to me about, you know, that you might be waiting on some kind of communication. You know, that I was talking about redemption. It's almost like false rumors being spread here, that you're looking for, waiting on some kind of clarity, the truth to come out, the truth to be spoken here, to clear your name, whether that's in the workplace or whatever, because we do have a lot of work energy here. So it could have been a nemesis. That karmic relationship that I was talking about could be connected to work, a co-worker, for instance. Almost like somebody pretended to have your back, but when they didn't, that Seven of Cups, that illusion. And yes, this would affect the family in a negative way, because it's like to show face on something, that your reputation being damaged is like maybe affecting how your family looks at you or how people look at your family. But there is some kind of verdict coming in that, and I said that redemption, that could be clearing things up, clearing the air, the record getting set straight. Something's being set straight here. The truth is coming out in some manner. At the base of it, we do have the King of Wands. King of Wands is Aries energy. The King of Wands is somebody who they have a desire, they have a passion, and they take action on it. I do want to pull extra cards on this because I'm feeling like this is not your energy. This is somebody else's energy. Somebody's ambition got you to where you are now. Somebody's drive. And I'm almost feeling like the shadow side of this card. Let's take a look. Okay. Show me this King of Wands. Show me this King of Wands energy. Okay. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups. You know, this is about being disappointed by somebody that showed so much potential. A situation that showed so much potential. Six of Wands. Okay, we had somebody here sitting in ego. Okay, they were sitting in their ego. Under the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. And they felt that they did not need to invest too much into this connection. Why is that? It's because they felt that they had the ability, they had the drive to accomplish anything. They were going after what they wanted. They didn't care who they stepped on. And the Page of Pentacles is talking to me about some kind of learning experience. I think you had something to learn from this. And let there be no mistake. This person was meant to be in your life. This person was meant to teach you something about yourself, to help your soul evolve. And there's that Page of Pentacles is speaking to me about a learning experience. Okay. And the Six of Wands, also with the Five of Cups, is, you know, Spirit saying, okay, it's time to get back on that horse. It's time to move your energy forward. What is in the past is long gone. It's, you know, it's just time to take the lesson and apply it in present day and in the future. Okay. And I like to go from there. And we're going to take a look at the past. Past energy is the Three of Cups. This is connecting to somebody, a celebration. There may have been a happy event that occurred in your personal life or in your work life. There is a bird. The bird represents communication. Okay, so how far back this goes, I do not know. I'm not really doing time checks in this, but the history is that there was somebody, there was a lot of passion for something. There was a lot of passion, a lot of drive. Okay, but somebody's ego got in the way, and they thought that they could do better, bigger, better, and they didn't care what it took, who they trampled on, who they hurt, including you, my beautiful Virgo, to get to where they wanted to go. I get a very selfish energy from this King of Wands. Okay? At the same time, you had a certain drive, a certain ambition towards a particular career path or a particular relationship. What is the potential of this is opening up to something new and opening up to your creativity. Page of Cups here. We have a lot of page energy running around here. Pages are just, they're wee little guys. Very small. Page of Pentacles is a small investment. Page of Pentacles is learning. Okay? The Page of Cups is, okay, let's take a little quick peek into the heart space, into the emotions, into our intuition here. Let's just kind of take a little quick peek. Okay, we're staring at a blank canvas. I'm looking at my color palette. What can I do with this color palette? What kind of picture am I going to paint? This is kind of thinking about the and it's a small picture. Okay, maybe a little bit narrowed in so far that we can't see the bigger picture. And I feel that you need to kind of work from a bigger canvas and apply that background that you've learned, those lessons that you've learned, and you keep that in mind as you paint the picture and you visualize what you feel, what your future is going to look like. What is it that you want to draw to you is what needs to go on that canvas. And you need a bigger canvas. Okay? Looking at the bigger picture. Okay, let's draw a couple cards on this Page of Cups. And like I said, it's just the beginning stages. It's early stages. And some of you may be in the position here that it's time to start a new project. There's a protege here. There's an apprentice here. And it's about putting the hard work in. Okay, we've got Empress energy. Okay. The Empress is trying to work with the Page. This could be like a mother-child situation. The mother trying to help the child, or some kind of nurturing energy. And the Empress is also somebody who knows her value and her worth. Okay, so we got Three of Cups again, and we got the Knight of Swords. You know, this is about knowing your value. And Empress is Taurus and Libra energy. It is about Venus. It is mother-like energy. This is about clearing the air, about a connection, clearing things up, cleaning up a mess so that you can move your energy forward. And this is about taking a very strong stand on who you are and putting some value on yourself and not being so narrow-minded like the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords rushes in. And this is like being mindful about rushing too quickly into a connection, into new connections, or reconnecting with the old. I feel that, especially with this Two of Pentacles here, that you need to kind of slow things down a little bit and let things unfold. What was under the deck? Okay, Queen of Wands was under the deck. This is Aries energy. Okay. So the Queen of Wands is something that looks really good, not always practical. And it's almost like all that glitters is gold. Sometimes we have to take a step back away from aesthetics and look at the inner self. Okay. Now moving forward, we do have this Eight of Pentacles. This is like digging in, putting back to the grind, digging your heels in and diving into working on something. And I am going to clarify that. I feel like needing to, some of you are diving into your career. Some of you are diving into self, a certain self-awareness, especially with, you know, going back to that Page of Cups in your conscious awareness, your potential, okay? You know, taking a closer look, maybe painting the picture of your inner self of what needs to be worked on. What do I need to work on in June? Okay. I'm seeing that red tape again. Some kind of rules, okay, that you got to be mindful of. I don't know why that's coming up again in the near future. Okay. Hanged Man. Okay. That is maybe, okay, I'm taking the Hanged Man. It's Piscean energy, and I'm taking it as hanging upside down, maybe your life hanging in the balance, and taking that time to redirect your energy and to look at things from a different perspective. There is a sense of enlightenment here of where you've been. Seven of Swords. Now, I don't always look at the Seven of Swords as negative per se. Every single deck, including the Devil, has a positive and negative side to it. Okay? Even the Three of Swords can have a positive side. Alright? I'm looking at this as the lessons that you've learned, because sevens are also about potential and progress. Okay? And the swords, this here is looking at things from a different perspective, taking a look at the lessons and everything that you've learned and applying it, and whatever extra baggage that is not serving you, leaving it behind. Okay? And I'm feeling a very lot of self-help stuff. Maybe I'm like feeling like some of you are picking up some self-help books, and I'm a total advocate for that. I've got a couple around here that I've been reading, and believe me, I need some of that myself. My life is far from perfect. Okay, but this is about like, where are you going to invest? What are you going to work on? Where are you going to apply your energy? And really taking the time out to contemplate that, to think about that, and being really mindful. Okay, Two of Pentacles, taking your time. We got the Two of Pentacles here. Spirit is bouncing your ideas back and forth, bringing things into balance. And the Two of Pentacles is another card that gets a really bad rap all the time. In this reading, I'm not seeing the negative side of it. I'm seeing about bringing things into balance, bringing your energy into balance. And through contemplation, meditation, really digging deep inside your soul, discarding that which is not working for you, and taking the valuable lessons forward. Okay, your message from Spirit, again, the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is taking a look at your options, and Seven of Cups is in external influences is suggesting you have options, and this is taking your time to examine those options, examine those cups. You know, we saw in the clarifying, we did see the Knight of... This is not a time to rush, okay? Not a time to rush into anything. And take your time. Think about it. External influences also. Not only do you have options, the other side of this card is also talking about a little bit of deception. Whether that's self-deception, wanting something so bad you convince yourself that something was right for you when it wasn't. Something in your environment. Okay? That could also be somebody putting up a smoke screen in front of your eyes and making something look better than it did. We have the peacock up here in the tea leaf cards, which is something looking really good, really hot. Somebody flaunting their stuff. There's a little bit of ego here, and we've already touched on the ego aspect in the base, right? So there's somebody here that is looking like a very valuable option, potentially a reconnection, especially with the way that the planets are aligning, and especially with when the North Node goes into Aries, because the nodes are always retrograde. Okay, it is like karmic cycles, and when it goes into retrograde, it involves partnerships. Okay, and Aries is the card of self. Its counterpart is Libra, the we card. So it is I versus we that is coming up in July, actually. So I'm not going to touch too much on this, but this is kind of setting that stage. All right. Okay, let me get a couple cards on this Seven of Cups, because I do feel that there are cups opening up to you in June. Queen of Pentacles. That is Capricorn energy. And that is a sense of nurturing, a sense of comfort. You could have a Capricorn in your environment as one of the options, or that could simply mean it's something that is very comfortable to you, something that an option of that is nurturing, that would be productive. She is like the mini-me of the Empress card. The mini-me of Empress, the sister of the Empress. Now the Empress are all the queens embodied into one, but the one queen out of all four queens that is closest to the Empress is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And this is almost like somebody finding some valuing you. This can also be bringing in us abundance financially, financial gains. And you got the Seven of Cups again. When I get double Seven of Cups, it's almost telling me to quit. On the clarifying, you've got some pretty good options opening up for you. That is part of this karmic change. Okay. And I'm switching clarifier decks. Sorry. Spirit told me to. Okay. So, moving forward to your to hopes and fears. Okay. You can't say clear the air more than the King of Swords. It's called the Swords is the Athames in this deck. And clear thought, clear strategy. You are in strategic mode. You are planning your next step, your next move ahead. King of Swords could also be somebody who is that decision maker. Okay. You are wanting that decision. You want a one way or another type of answer. You don't want all these thoughts going around in your head. You want something to be cleared up. At the same time, as a fear, you might be fearing the answer, fearing the verdict per se. However that resonates, workplace, family, whatever. But there's somebody who's definitely making some kind of decision here. And I will clarify this one. Virgo, looks like your reading's going to be a marathon also. Every time I sit down for these readings, my intention is, let's make it less than a half an hour. Obviously, sometimes I do it, but I struggle. That's my struggle with my readings. Okay, show me this King of Swords, please. Okay. Yeah, there is, whatever this is, you got the Seven of Swords again. Surrounding the four walls, your stability. This is also the 1111 card. Okay, the Four of Wands represents our relationships. More specifically, our home life or our business place. You know, where we call home. If you work for a certain company and you consider that home, I'm working home. You know, or your four walls of your actual household. But in here, I'm seeing the other side of the Seven of Swords. Unlike I saw over here about you learning the lessons, I'm seeing here, it was a tough lesson. There's a lot of deception going on here. A lot of lies, okay, that got you into this. And I'm saying that it's the other meaning of the Seven of Swords this time, because we've got this King of Athame. The energy is about clearing the air, you know, setting the record straight, the truth being told, okay? Some of you are fearing the truth will never come out. I'm here to tell you that it is. The truth is definitely coming out. Then you've got, in your potential outcome, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. That's gorgeous. That is establishing that foundation. This is building up. This is stability. The Ten of Pentacles is a generational card. Family generations. Typically it's family wealth. But what a lot of people don't realize about this card is sometimes it can expand out into the community. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is a community card. Whether it is your home community, your work community, or your neighborhood. It's a community card. And it's one that's been well established, one that is deeply rooted. The Ten of Pentacles is also a completion. It is endings and new beginnings, finally reaching a goal, the goal of abundance and security, being with family, some kind of family-oriented goal there. That is reaching it, the potential outcome. When that will occur, I do not know. But it's starting in June, and you are getting to that place. And it's endings and beginnings. So there's some kind of time, something coming to an end, but a new beginning starting. I'm going to draw a couple more cards on that Ten of Pentacles. Get some clarifying. It's all the clarifying. It causes my... Hierophant. There is something with commitment here. Very strong belief system. Family beliefs. But I feel more like family ties. Some kind of commitment here. That was very burdensome. Okay. Three of Wands. Okay, so you got the Three of Wands again. You got it here twice. Okay. This is leaving behind. You know, you have your family roots, right? You have established some kind of foundation somewhere. But we have a commitment here that it was very, very strained. And the Three of Wands is a travel card, spiritually, physically, and it's also a waiting and expectation card. What I'm seeing is it's not a ship that's coming in. This is a ship that's going out. This is a ship that is leaving. And this is you. You're boarding that ship and you're leaving some kind of very stressful commitment behind, connection behind, that is deeply rooted with family. And it is caused, You have carried the weight of the and responsibility of this connection for a long time. And when I picked this card up, that broken ring kind of came up with it when I was trying to pick up these clarifiers. And it is parting of ways in either romance or business. So, something that you've been long established in, parting ways with, and leaving that stress behind. Okay. Can't argue with this reading at all. I'm kind of loving this for you. What else do we have? Cat and mouse game. I just heard cat and mouse. Okay. We've got the sun. And we've got children. Queen of Diamonds, that's a Queen of Pentacles energy. Nurturing. The cat. Because cat games, cat and mouse games. Cats are very sneaky. Very self-sufficient. And with the Queen of Diamonds here, you know, there's a very nurturing energy. Okay, the sun is the planet of self-awareness, illumination. The sun also brings about a sense of warmth, a sense of healing. You're going to be just fine, Virgo. You're going to be fine. This is screaming, you're going to be in your own power. You're going to be self-sufficient. You're not going to be needing to rely on anybody. A very strong sense of independence here. And I'm using my 1946 deck. Yes, this is really that old. This particular deck was printed in 1946. It is an original Kipper card. This is like the original Kipper. Okay. And I pulled this out because of Memorial Day. And this deck was printed like during or right after the World War II. Okay. Okay, we have great fortune. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. You're not going to have to worry about anything. There's great fortune coming to you. A sense of abundance. We have court. And we, holy shit. Okay. This is going to get real. This is very, very specific. Somebody may be incarcerated. This may be a family member. But there's a court decision regarding an incarceration that brings great fortune. Take that as it resonates. Okay. Either you may have a loved one that might be locked up right now. That might be where that clearing the air, setting the record straight is coming from. Or others of you, setting that record straight might, and the truth coming out, might involve uncovering something illegal. Somebody did something illegal against you, and somebody could be going to prison, and that's great and that be something fortunate for you. It is like the justice system. I'm surprised justice isn't on the board coming into play here, but there is definitely the record's going to get set straight here, and the right people could be incarcerated. Okay. And then we're going to end with one of these cards. One or two. Whatever Spirit wants to pull out. And if you have a loved one that is wrongly imprisoned, they're going to be set free because the record's getting set straight. Wow. Okay. Contemplation and be gentle with yourself. The Leo, the line that's in here, which I saw Leo right away. So when we enter into out of Cancer, when we enter into Leo season late July, you know, there could be, you know, that karmic shift that I was talking about when, in middle of July, shortly after that, okay, but around July 16th to July 18th, when the North Node goes into Aries, you know, our partnerships and the past life partnerships with the South Node in Libra, that came right back to my mind here. There's an ending of a karmic partnership once and for all. And it is great. It is going to bring you great fortune, a sense of freedom. Maybe it's that karmic partner, the karmic relationship. Maybe that other person gets jail time. Maybe it's home. What they call home arrest or something like that. Or maybe it's probation. But somebody could be facing some deep penalties. Okay. And deep restrictions. You know, we had right here. No, it wasn't that one. This one. We had that rules, commandments, regulations. And I even mentioned it could be laws. I think that there have been some laws that might have been broken. And the record's getting set straight and things are going to turn out right. But I know I kind of got off topic there for a second. I was talking about this shift with our partnerships. A past life partnership, a karmic relationship being fulfilled. You learned, as long as you learned that lesson from that relationship, you don't have to repeat it again. You can move on. Okay? And I know it says contemplation on here. This is something that's been on your mind. But I saw the line in here, and that's why I said Leo season. And I'm thinking, holy shit. The North Node goes into Aries right before, almost on the cusp of Leo. So, that is a big, big shift that's happening. And be gentle with yourself. Okay, that is where you need to reflect and engage in a lot of self-care, self-help books, self-motivation books, working on yourself as you work through this. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out just fine. I know you're going through it right now, Virgo. I know you're going through it. But you're going to get through it. And I also want to add on to here, for those of you that there's no laws that's been broken, but the court could be a decision that was made. Somebody made a decision and they got themselves trapped. Okay? But it's to your benefit. For those that do not relate to anything dealing with court cases or imprisonment or anybody breaking the law, you know, against you. So, but this is what I have for you, Virgo. It's a long one. I hope you made it all the way through. A lot of important messages. Okay, I am going to see you in the next reading. Again, please do go watch the Daily Musing. that I mentioned at the beginning of this reading. I think you will find that beneficial as well. I love you all, and I will see you next time.